How's it going, guys? Doing a little review of this ammunition, which is the Winchester Super X 36 grain copper plated hollow point. This is a high velocity 22 long rifle. Their advertised velocity is 1,280 feet per second. This ammunition I was able to purchase at Cabela's over the Memorial Day weekend, and this brick of 500 actually came in this pine box, which is kind of a nice box. I mean, it's kind of a multi-purpose thing. You could throw loose rounds in there, those kind of things. So this it come packaged in this pine box, which is kind of a nice little deal. But it also adds to the cost. The price tested with this ammunition at Cabela's was $29.99 per 500, and that was during the Memorial Day weekend. So I don't know if there was any special pricing. I don't think there was with it, so I think it's $39.99 typically. This is what I really consider a semi-bulk ammunition. It isn't like your traditional bulk ammunition where it's just rattling around. It's actually 10 boxes of these 50 round packs. And the 50 round pack isn't like haphazard. They actually have them pretty well organized inside of the boxes. So you're going to have a little bit more protection than your traditional bulk ammunition that way. And so I really consider it a semi-bulk ammunition. And to be quite honest, I really didn't have high hopes for this ammunition when I picked it up. I picked it up more or less because it's 22 long rifle, and who's not buying all kinds of 22 long rifle right now? So I bought it thinking that, man, I'm just blessed that I was able to pick up 500 rounds, and so I picked it up. The reason why I didn't have high hopes for it is because of the way the bullet was constructed. From the looks of it, I really didn't think it was going to be very accurate. But actually, I was very pleasantly surprised with this ammunition, and I will show you the accuracy here in just a minute. But let's go ahead and take a look at the round first. So right off the bat, you can see that it's actually a pretty wide hollow point cavity. It's a truncated nose cone there with a wide and deep hollow point, which I think is kind of nice. I think actually you're going to see, this is a prediction, I have not tested this myself, but I'm predicting that this will expand a bit better at lower velocities. I don't think, there's still going to be a velocity threshold in which this round will not expand. Every hollow point has that velocity threshold, but I think that this will be lower than some of your other hollow point offerings like CCI, the Federal 36 grain hollow points. I think this will outperform in expansion with those rounds. Just a prediction. It's more or less my guess. The brass on this particular round is not as clean or high polished as those offered by Federal. I do like to see really clean brass. I think that it does aid somewhat in functionality and reliability in the semi-automatic firearms. I think that that every little bit helps, and so I'd like to see a little bit more polished casing. It's not a deal killer for me by any means. As you can see, though, that is a truncated, actually a fairly long bullet for being a 36 grain hollow point. Now, the casing and bullet fit on these is better than some of the other Federal bulk ammunition that we've tested in the past, that I've reviewed in the past, but there's still some wiggle between the bullet and the casing, so it's really not that fit. The last video I posted was that of the Federal Auto Match, and this is by far better in the bullet to casing fit than that ammunition. That ammunition is really wobbly. You can twist the bullet all the way around pretty much. But this has a little bit of wiggle back and forth, but not a ton. There's a quick shot of the head stamp as well. So the bullet construction is kind of an interesting one. I do like that wide hollow point, and I'm actually really surprised at how well it functioned in accuracy. Let's go ahead and take a look at that now. Alright, so these groups are representative of the ammunition I feel. This was shot on a very calm day between 1 and 3 miles an hour wind-wise very calm, 80 degrees, and you know, really probably some of the most perfect conditions that you can shoot a 22 long rifle in. So I really feel that this is optimal conditions, and I really feel that it's representative of the accuracy of this round. Now, this was shot out of the Savage Mark II BTV SS with a 21-inch barrel. The average velocity recorded out of that 21-inch barrel is 1275 feet per second. So it's actually only 5 feet per second less than the advertised velocity. So here we have some groups. The worst group, we'll start off with that, is 3.43 inches. As you can see the spread there. That was the worst group posted with this round. The best group was 1.4 inches. Actually, really good grouping with that. And this is at 100 yards, guys. This is at 100 yards. So we're looking at 1.5 MOA here and 3.5 MOA. And then in the middle here we have pretty well 2-inch groups. We have a 2.07 inch, 2.14 inch, and a 1.98 inch. So really, when you average all of these out, I really feel that this is a solid 2 MOA ammunition, which to me, when it comes to semi-bulk ammunition, I think that that's a phenomenal accuracy rating. I think anything right around 2 MOA or less is a really good and accurate round. So again, I was really impressed by the accuracy and the grouping that I was getting out of this load. You know, that is a minute of rock chuck or a minute of squirrel, and so I really think that this would be a really good and viable option for those of you that hunt small game. Winchester really has kind of a sweet spot place for this ammunition. They say right on the box, varmint, small game, target, and plinking. I tested it at $3 a box. Now I know that Walmart and other places sell this same ammunition for cheaper, and if you can snag it up for cheaper than that, I think you're really getting a smoking deal. I think that after looking at the accuracy here, I'm more than willing to spend $3 a box of 50 on this ammunition. It's a sweet spot in that I don't feel too bad about plinking with this ammunition. I feel that the price is adequate so that you can plink with it, but I really think that you're getting more value for the money because of the accuracy, and I do think that this would be a viable option for those of you that hunt varmints or small game with your 22 long rifle. So, and I do also think that the bullet construction, that larger hollow point cavity will really give you a bit more versatility in expansion. That's just a guess. Again, I have not tested that. Maybe someday in the future I will. But for the most part, I think that Winchester has a really nice round here, and I think that it's something I would definitely not pass up if you have the ability to get your hands on some. Anyway, guys, if you have any comments or questions regarding this ammunition or the review, go ahead and leave them down below. Take a moment, guys, if you like what you see, to sign into YouTube and hit that like button. It really helps the video out, and I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys, for more reviews just like this in the future. And as always, guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. See ya. Alright, guys, here you can see the completed BTVS Savage Mark II. We've got the... let me just give you the rundown on it. This is a Savage Mark II BTVS. We've got a Harris bipod on the front, 9 to 13, I think, swivel. With the quick adjustment legs. We have on top, we have a Vortex Diamondback. This is the 4 to 12 power scope with the ballistics drop compensator in the reticle. We are using Leopold QRW.